And welcome back to the Cabbage Patch. I'm Dad.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Gus.
And what do we play today?
We played, look down below,
Space Base. Space Base is a card game, sort of. You use cards and you buy cards and you put cards on your playboard. So it's not really a card game like some of the others that we have. It's a board game that uses cards. And the goal of Space Base is to get your board, your victory point row, which is the bottom thing here, all the way up to 40 points, and whoever gets there first wins. And you do that by getting money, getting income, and getting victory points. And different cards do different things. So the way the game works is on whoever's turn, they roll 2 dice. So I rolled a 1 and a 2. Which could mean I rolled a 1 or a 2, or it could mean I could roll a 3. And then everybody looks at their playing board and looks at their things, right?
Have the best thing for ones ever.
So if I rolled a 1 and a 2, Gus, what did you get?
I would get 2 monies.
You'd get a money because on
2 monies.
So the cards are color coded so that when you roll the number associated with it, the blue things are things that happen on your turn. So if I rolled a 1 and a 2, I could activate this card here, and I'll explain that in a second, and get 2 victory points. On my turn when I rolled a 1 and a 2, Gus got 2 monies. On Tommy's turn when someone rolls a 1 and a 2, I'm sorry, on my turn when I roll a 1 and a 2, Tommy gets
5 money.
5 monies, 1
5.
income, and plus 2 more monies. So that's the way it works. So the red scoring things here are things that happen when other people roll the dice, right? And you use those monies to buy the cards here in the marketplace, a lot like Bachikoro, right?
Except that you spend all of your money to buy things.
Right. So on your turn, when you buy a card, you spend all the money that you have to buy the card. So if you buy a card that's worth 2 coins.
Well, all the money up to your income.
All the money up to your income. You spend all your money and you reset it back down to 0 or wherever your little income marker here is. So, for instance, on mine, my income marker is the green thing, and I have 2 monies here, so I reset back down to 2. But it's a spend all your money and then the next turn. So it's a bunch of sort of management of coins that you have between turns. So as soon as you buy something, you spend everything. So sometimes you want to save up for really big ticket items here, like these. These are the colony ships that get you immediate victory points, but then lock out your slot. So I'll let you guys watch the playthrough to sort of see what all that meant. You've got 12 slots representing all 12 numbers that you could roll on the dice. The 12s get you really good stuff. The 1s get you really good stuff. Stuff going towards the middle gets you less and less good stuff, but more consistently, right?
And these dice aren't included?
These dice aren't included, but the ones that are included are these cool little translucent ones with rocket ships on it, right?
And stars for the camo. I think they see.
We actually switched dice halfway through the game.
We started using other dice, yeah. So it's helpful to have different dice, that way you're not passing them across here. So you're taking a turn, you're rolling the dice, you're getting money and benefit from the dice roll. Then you buy cards from the marketplace, right? And then you reset your board in an appropriate way. So you reset your money back down to 0 or whatever your income is. And you're trying to get to 40 victory points. So it's pretty cool. It is a long game. It took us about an hour and a half to play it, right? It goes faster if everybody knows what they're doing, but we were asking lots of questions while we were doing it. So it's longer than Machikoro, it's longer than Megaland, it's longer than some of these other cards where you're rolling dice and buying things based on the dice rolls. Rules that we didn't remember to do. There's certain things that happen when you roll doubles. Can't quite see that when you roll doubles. You need to charge it. So if you rolled a 1, you put a charge cube on here. Then the next time anybody rolls a doubles, you get to do this thing here, which in this case says do the action on the card to the right of the card that this currently is. So it would say do the action on the 2 cards, right? So it would say do get those 2 monies, or on your turn it would say get those 2 victory points. That was problematic to keep track of, and I think that was the only thing we really kind of screwed up was how the those worked, because this really says when you roll doubles, do the thing to the right. Anybody rolls doubles on anybody's turn, right? This card is if somebody rolls doubles, do the thing immediately to the right, or do the thing 2 to the right, regardless of what the numbers were. All right, so that would have been a cool card to have for the number 1 slot. And that's it. It's sort of about card manipulation and dice manipulation and matching numbers to what cards you have. And if you've got cards in all the slots, once you buy a new card, you flip it over and you turn it over so that the red side is faced up there. So you buy a new card, and you take this and you slide it underneath there, and they stack, and then you put the new card there in that spot.
Which is why if anyone rolls a 1, I just get lots of money.
You got lots of money anytime anybody rolls a 1. You got some good stuff. Capitalism, that's right. And it's cool, and I love the art. So what do we like about it, Gus?
I liked the art. The art was amazing.
The art's amazing.
The artist probably had to go through so much because there's so many ships in this game, and they all look amazing.
Yeah, and they
Even
all
though some are just recolors.
They all look, even though they're kind of cartoony, they all look pretty cool, and they all have unique names.
Like the UEC, like the UES,
Solovov, right? So they're cool looking,
Solovov.
and the ship types seem to make some difference.
This one's the perfect one for you. UES Gardner.
Oh, there you go. It's a Cabbage Patch, right? So the art's cool. Anything you didn't like other than the length?
That's pretty much the only thing.
Yeah, it was a pretty long game. How about you, Thomas? What did you like?
I like the art. The art is amazing. That's basically repeated what Gus said. And I like the feeling of rolling a die and seeing the blocks go up, or someone else rolling a die and seeing your blocks go up.
Yeah, the once you get the ships in a place where you get stuff, no matter what anybody rolls,
And cool point.
you get lots of stuff going on. So these little cubes go up and down a whole bunch, and we ended up buying some pretty expensive cards there, right? We ended up buying the most expensive 12, which was with 14 victory points. Tommy won, by the way. Gus came in second, and I came in third. So we got a pretty good engine going here with what we were buying. I like it. I think it might be less fun with more players. Actually, I think if we've got too many players around the table, I guess we'd be cycling through cards faster. But I think it would last longer. But I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to find out. Maybe when our friends come over, we'll try it. So I like the art too. I did like the dice rolling. I like the fact that you're building a fleet, and that fleet has some meaning, and that's kind of cool.
An interesting thing, when you have your lock on one of the things, it kind of turns transparent.
Yeah, though these are
I mean,
classic little translucent blocks that represent each of the
They're kind
things.
of like a magnifying glass.
They are a little bit like a magnifying glass. Anyway, it's a cool game.
So like
I liked it.
In case you can't read this tiny bit, you can just use this to.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe.
Of course, a clear one would work way better.
Yeah. What are you going to give it for a score, Gus? How much did you like it?
I'll give it a 2.
You gonna give it a 2? How about you, Thomas?
I think it deserves the coveted rank of 3.
You think it's a 3. So you really like these sort of card-based engine building games where you've got a whole bunch of stuff and you get cool things.
And the numbers go up real fast.
The numbers go up real fast. I'm going to give it a 2. which means it gets a whole 7, which means it's a pretty good game as far as we're concerned.
And it means I get 5 victory points and 2 gold.
That's right. Wow, so you really like these engine building games. That's interesting. I can see that, right? You get a good roll, and suddenly you got a bunch of stuff. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to give it 7 cabbages. Great game. A lot of fun, little long. If you want a shorter version of something like this, maybe play Machikoro, right?
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're ready to do the outro. Are you ready to do the outro?
Mm-hmm. Subscribe, like, hit that bell, tell me.
Leave a comment if you wish.
Plenty of cabbages, or you're not going to get many victory points.
A little twist today.
All right. Well, thank you, and we'll see you guys next time.